BTP, Big Business Technology for Small Business.
Good morning. Welcome to another week. Great driving this morning. There were no kids on the road. It's school holidays. I got here in half the time, which means I'm doing a video early this morning, so I hope you've had your coffee. Today, let's talk about internet. Or actually, let's talk about bad internet. All right. So what do? Okay, you replace your router, you replace your cable, you call in your IT guy. It becomes obvious the problem is with your service. It's not with your router or your modem or NBN, it's actually with the service. What do? In the old days, in fact, a lot of people still can call their ISP. So you can call Internode or Atom or TPG or whoever, and you can say, my service, such as ADSL or whatever it might be, is not running up to speed, and they can do something about it because they own the equipment in the exchange and they have connections with Telstra for the tails, the copper that comes into your house or whatever. They can push buttons to make things happen. Now, a bit different. NBN comes along. NBN, they own the network. No longer is Internode an ISP, they're now an RSP, which is a reseller, not an internet provider. So they're just reselling blocks of data under the NBN brand. So no longer can you ring Internode and say, hey, look, I need some help, and they can go, yep, I'm looking in the exchange right now, I can see your problem, I'll get a tech out there and we'll replace this bit and it's all fixed. Now you ring Internode, and I suspect quite unfairly, you have a go at them. It's not working. Quick, fix it, fix it, fix it. You get on it and you hammer them and you really get them to work on it. But the thing is they're just a reseller now. They're just reselling the NBN. It's the NBN of the problem, not Internode. Okay, Internode are where you're going to direct your anger to, but at the end of the day, it's the NBN that have to fix it because they provide the service now to Internode and TPG and all the others. So where does it leave you? Because you can't call Internode. You can't call NBN. The reason you can't call NBN is you're not their direct customer. Internode are their customer. You need to call Internode or TPG, and they need to call NBN and effect the change. And then wherever it is in the network, NBN will then look at fixing it, along with their other millions of faults. So therefore you're on a queue. It's a big queue. It takes a long time to get to, sometimes months. So what can you do? Well, if you've tried every avenue, and you've obviously talked to us if we've provided it for you so we can jump in and help, call the Industry Telecommunications Ombudsman. Alright, so it's the TIO, so it's actually technically the Telecommunications Industry Ombudsman. I got that the wrong way around. Give them a call, talk to them, put in a complaint. Now, only do that when you've exhausted all your other avenues, because the TIO carry a big stick. They come along and they slam NBN or whoever with a fine. It's not a very nice fine. So obviously, if you're on the phone with Internode or TPG, or you manage to get through to NBN, you can mention you're going to call the TIO. You don't necessarily have to follow through with your threat, and it's enough for people to say, well, whoa, hang on, we've got a problem here, we better fix this, and they'll jump on it and hopefully fix it for you. If they don't, that's where the TIO can assist. We've had several in the last year where the NBN is not up to speed, or it's not performing the way it's supposed to, or it's not doing what it needs to do to perform some particular task, and the TIO have had to step in. It was not a quick process. It took months. There was a lot of toing and froing and phone calls and meetings, but it got fixed. So what do you do if you've got pretty poor internet? If it's ADSL or wireless, contact your provider. If it's NBN, contact your provider. Expect that if it's ADSL or wireless or something like that, your ISP can probably do something about it. If it's NBN related, don't get too angry with the guys in the middle. Internode and TPG and Atom, they're just doing their job. They're just in the middle. They will definitely hear the anger in your voice, and they'll pass that along to the NBN guys, that they are just doing what they can do. So if you really get stuck, call the TIO. And don't forget, if BTP supplied you with the internet, then give us a call first. We'll then call Internode or whoever, and we'll get the ball rolling. And if it comes to a point of frustration where we can't get anything done, then we'll call the TIO. Alrighty, so that's what to do if you have pretty bad internet. Obviously after you've changed your cables and modems and tried everything else. And obviously any software changes. Right, I think that's enough information for today. Some of you will be aware of this, some of you won't. Some will be new information. Hey, that's great. That's what this video series is all about. So have yourself a great day.